for round one. Won the die roll because we're very lucky. A couple Lilianas and a sweeper, so not bad. Basically, if I don't have any 2-mana interaction, I'm a little wary of keeping that sort of hand on the draw, but since we're on the play, I think this hand is more than fine, and our opponent is indeed playing Bant Company, it looks like. So, ooh, Jace. Not a card you see in Bant Company all that often anymore. If it was a Selfless Spirit, bam! Would have nailed it. Our opponent has all these controlling cards. I'm so jealous. Alright, don't think I necessarily have to grasp anything right now. Jace is likely not going to get too out of control. And I don't know, if they just play a 4th mana and pass next turn, it's going to be a little rough. Liliana might die. We'll still have a grasp to maybe protect it, but we'll see. Yep. There it is. All right. Well, we have 2 planes, so I can't really play the Ruinous Path. I don't really want to play the Planar Outburst. I'd rather save this for post-Collected Company, especially since it does not get Spell Quellered. So I think we're just going to do this, and then maybe have Shambling Vent up and Grasp of Darkness. And then we can untap Planar Outburst or play Linvala, whichever seems better. And then hopefully our opponent's Jace doesn't flip, but if it does, we can always Ruinous Path it, so it's not that big of a deal. And this is a ways off of flipping. And our opponent's company does not look very good. Only a single 2/3. So are we lucky? Is our opponent unlucky? Does our opponent being unlucky make us lucky? I don't know. Hard to say. My opponent attacks with Reflector Mage. Me animating Shambling Vent is kind of a risky proposition. Because they could just have another Reflector Mage and then maybe I won't be able to play my Planar Outburst unless I draw a land. Could just be a Dramoka's Command. So maybe this just works out way in our favor. They get to flip Jace if they want. But we can just Ruinous Path that. And everything will be fine. Slightly more risky play if my opponent has access to 2 Dramoka's commands with their mana potentially. Oh, they do have the Reflector Mage. Huh. Just had it all. And we only have Temple of Tilts. Okay, so what's more important? Liliana Emblem or killing their Jace? The Emblem's just got to be great, right? So maybe I should Ruinous Path the Nissa, tick up on the Reflector Mage. But they can always flashback Dramoka's commands to ding my Liliana a little bit. So even that's not really a lock. I think that leaves me in a pretty good spot, though. I always have the option, too, of like playing a second Liliana to maybe take out Jace or Nissa, but I think I just valued the loyalty on this a little bit more, and there's a centipede on my wall. 1 second. Man. Ew. Gross. It's dead now. Don't worry. Okay. Well, this is the tough part of the show where they start gaining a bunch of card advantage, but I think our emblem is going to be able to outrace this stuff. Like, we're going to outburst, kill their creatures. We can emblem next turn. I don't think there's anything they can do about it. And we also get to play Linvala if they decide to flashback Collecting Company this turn. So, things are looking all right. Liliana doing some work. Round 1, game 1. Love it. And they are foil because they were cheaper on Moto. And because I don't anticipate selling them because I like them in Modern. So there's that. And they just tick up on Jace and pass. So maybe have a Collected Company. Either way. We're going to alt. Now we drew a Gideon. So I'm fine with just playing this and holding up an ultimate price. My first Liliana emblem. Oh, how does this not make a foil emblem, which therefore makes foil zombies? This is a travesty. Alright, well, I can't ultimate price any of those. Can certainly ultimate price the Advocate. I think I just want to do that now. Opponent could draw a company into a Spell Queller or a Spell Queller, so. Well, now they have another Nissa, so that's kind of a tilt. Still, I think I'm okay. I think I'm alright. I think this emblem is going to get us there. Linvala is certainly going to help. Are they going to draw a card or making a shot? They drew a card. Okay. And this is going to attack my Gideon. That makes sense. Ooh, Oath of Liliana. That is a sweet card. So our opponent's at 19. So we're not going to gain life off this Linvala. I think we want to attack Nissa. Our opponent's obviously going to block with their 2/3, and then we get to play Linvala and get an Angel, since now one of our creatures is dead. And then we get to make a Knight, and then we get to make some zombies. So a lot of stuff happening. A lot of business, a lot of happenings. Both just have like Planeswalker stuff going on. A lot of card advantage-y things, but I think my stuff trumps theirs. Just infinite collected companies. So that's 3. Oh, they just hit another Jace. It's kind of a tilt. They probably should have just, like, ticked up and looted with this Jace first. And flipped it. Then they would have another looter in play. But, oh well. Whoops. So next turn, depending on what I draw, I can play Oath of Liliana and Liliana. And then end step, get my zombie first, and then use the emblem. So that's all pretty sweet. He ticked up on my angel, sure. Probably just keep that back now. Probably just send Linvala at Nissa, I guess. Guess I could also send Gideon. I guess I could also just send, like, everything. Another spell queller? That's kind of annoying. Oh, apparently my angel got killed. I didn't even notice that. Oh, they ticked up on Linvala? What happened? I thought they ticked up on my angel at some point. Oh, they had 2 Jaces. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so their Queller has a counter. Herm. So if they double block, I could kill the spell Queller. Yeah, that seems good. What's the best way to do this? Just send them both at Nissa. Then this way, if they double block, I can kill the 2/3, get my oath back. If they just block here, I can play Liliana and finish off the larger spell queller. Yeah, so now that they're chumping with Reflector Mage, this works out pretty well, I think. They get to cast the Oath. They have to sack a creature, which is the tracker. We get to play Liliana. Tick up on Spell Queller. End step. Make an Oath zombie, then bunch of zombies. Hell yeah. That game was pretty sweet. Alright. Linvala, Kalidas', Moonlight, and then likely the price. I could see Obnixilis. More of a play card than a draw card. On the draw, I kind of want to cut some Planeswalkers. Could also see cutting a Read the Bones. Ruinous Path is certainly good against their Planeswalkers. Anguish Unmaking would be good if they had Selfless Spirit, like I mentioned in the deck tech, but given that they had Jace, I don't think they have Selfless Spirit. So it's just a matter of whether or not I want a 3-mana instant speed removal spell against their Planeswalkers, or if I think my Ruinous Paths and, you know, things like Linvala or Kalidas are enough. It's also possible that maybe I should just be cutting more Gideons. Yeah, I think Gideon is not that effective. Sorin may also be in the same boat. Possibly I could cut a land on the draw. Don't have a lot of white cards in my deck now. Do have 8 lands that ETB tapped, though, which makes cutting lands kind of a concern because then I won't necessarily be able to curve out as well. I feel like I just want a spread on the Planeswalkers instead of having the 3rd Obnixilis here. feel like with 3 ultimate prices, I might be able to catch their planeswalkers before they actually transform, so I should probably cut an unmaking. Yeah, this is likely not 100% correct, but on the play, we will likely board a little bit differently. Oh, Magic Online. Why do you do this to me? Alright. We have a bunch of 2-mana cards. Our opponent mulligans. We are in there. At least the preview card is staying still. I like that. And turn 1 Forest does not bode well for them. Pretty unlikely for them to not lead on a non-basic. They play a creature here. It's probably better for me to grasp and keep pace. Although with them only having 4 cards, I can see my Transgress going dead pretty soon. So I'm just going to use Transgress. Take Nissa, leave them with Duskwatch and 2 Yavimaya Coasts. So they're likely going to play Nissa that turn. Probably try and use Duskwatch the turn they could actually activate its ability. Possible I should have just grasped the Recruiter that turn too, but I want to be able to have Grasp and Moonlight up next turn. If they actually do draw a Collected Company. Yeah, happily let that flip. Okay, well now we could just jam Kalitas. I don't really like that though. I also don't really like just playing Grasp because it is so weird for them to not activate. Like, they have to have a negate, a spell queller, or a Collected Company, and I'm not sure which one it is, so I think I'm just going to pass. And then I don't know when I'm going to use this Grasp. I don't know if I should just take this 3 here. Very strange. Very strange. All right, well, now we have 2 grasps. So now our situation is excellent. So even if they spell queller this, we can still grasp the spell queller and get our grasp back. It's might be bad if they drew like 2 spell quellers or something, but hopefully that's not the case. Zoop. Now we can jam. So when you're able to kill your opponent's board like this, even getting Kalitas Reflector Mage is not a big deal. Oh, what is this, a company? Oh, I'm sorry. So sorry. That's it? You don't want to play? All right.